We're going to keep you going because apparently you've been trained not to laugh when I tell a joke, so I'm going to get another great comic up here. You know, the other day I was down at the mall, and I was minding my own business, and I bumped into our next comic, William P. Lewis. Come on, bring him up with applause.
How y'all doing? Give me 1 second here. I got to do something here. Going on stage now. Send. So you guys know about Twitter, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm on Twitter. I'm one of those celebrities you can follow. My agent called me a little bit ago and he said, you know, Bill, if Carrot Top is on Twitter, you've got to be on Twitter. Of course, I only have about as many followers as Pauly Shore. But my name is William P. Lewis. I'm a Taurus. I was born in the Chinese year of the rooster. So therefore, you never know if I'm telling you the truth or just giving you a cock and bull story. People tell me I have a face for radio and a voice for newsprint. The one thing I do have is hair. Actually, I gotta explain. When I got a buddy of mine, we grew up together. We've known each other since we were about 9 years old. And we get together, our birthdays are about a month apart. And we get together about every couple months, but definitely between our birthdays. And kind of share the year and our hopes and dreams. And when I turned 50, we went to our annual dinner, and he says, Bill, I'm going to let my hair go. I'm stopping with the Rogaine. And I thought about it, and I thought, you know, I'm 50. I don't need to keep it. I'm going to let my hair go, too. So now every time we get together, he's bald. And I just go, hey, dude, how's it going? Yes, I am one of those guys who wears a scrunchie on his wrist all the time. So we've passed Memorial Day. We're officially into summer. And how many of you, we do a lot of driving in summer. How many of you have the Bluetooth now so you can drive and talk on the phone? Those work pretty good. Learned something the other day. I was at the mall and I was heeling and I had left my headset in the car. And came out after a couple of hours heeling up and down in the mall. I'll tell you more about that in a bit. And got done with that, got in the car, grabbed my headset, which was sitting on the center console in the sun, put it on my ear. Oh, you would not believe the words that came out. Man, those things will get hotter than an SOB, and it's hooked to my ear. So I'm wrestling with it, and I ended up having to go to the emergency room. And they tried to work on the blister. 3rd-degree burns is what it turned out to be. So my advice to you, if you're using a Bluetooth, either keep it with you or keep it in the shade. But, of course, with summer here, we've got baseball going on. Yay, one-person baseball player. You can applaud, it's okay. I don't take it as heckling if you're applauding or laughing. But, I don't follow it that close, but I'm kind of curious. When did we start trading teams internationally? Because all I'm hearing about lately on the news is the Somalia Pirates. And I'm like, weren't the Pirates in Pittsburgh? And when did we trade? But I have fun with this comedy. It helps me get over a medical condition I've had for the last couple years. I was getting twitchy and I was getting kind of weird and uttering things, and went to the doctor and found out I have Tourette's syndrome. Of course, you've all heard about that. But we got on some good medication. It's been under control. No issues or anything. But I made a mistake a couple weeks ago, and I ended up taking a double dose. And all of a sudden it came back. I'm getting the twitches. I'm uttering things. Only it's reverse Tourette's. I don't utter the typical things. I utter things like, I love those shoes. Oh, that's a great shirt. Pause for laughter. So, comedy's not my first career, obviously. Comedy's my third career. I flew private jets for the rich and famous for about 22 years. Then I got into high-tech and dot-coms where I helped develop a CD player for the deaf and a television for the blind. Then I got into comedy. All my friends were like, Bill, you can retire, you don't need to work anymore. What made you get into comedy? And it was something that I really, really enjoyed about my flying days, and I didn't get in my high-tech days, and that was that instant job performance feedback. I always knew how good the flight was by how many fire trucks were circling us as we taxied into the gate. Of course, it was always fun to get on the PA and do that low pilot voice that we do so well. And I gotta tell you, if you were ever in the middle of a flight and you're able to get into the cockpit, we don't talk in this voice. We're going back and forth about, oh my God, it was an incredible party. Everyone was just, hang on a sec. Oh yeah, it is. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll take a look out the left side, we've got a beautiful view of the Grand Canyon today. Hope you're enjoying the ride. We'll be at Los Angeles right on time. So anyways, then someone knocked the barbecue into the pool. So that's what goes on in the airplanes. It was always fun to give that PA after landing. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain in your seat with your seatbelt fastened while we get the wreckage dragged over to the terminal. Don't worry about your baggage. There was other airplanes coming in behind us. I'm sure they'll scoop it up and get it to baggage claim just as quick as possible. I'm going to trip myself here. This is real good. Let's mix a guy on Heelys and a cord and carpet. This is a good stage. I like this one. I can get some good speed here. Yes, I'm on Heelys. 2 things I got with my stupid .com money, and that was the first pair of adult Heelys and an electric dog polisher. I didn't even have a dog. But I call these my mall shoes because these are great. At my local mall, I can get a good run at the Macy's cosmetics counter. I'm all the way down to Sears before I'm getting a little wobbly because it's slowing down. And it's always fun to mess with the security guards because I go right by him. The little 18-year-old rent-a-cop's like, hey, you can't. And then he stops. And you can tell what's going through his mind when he goes, if I go into the office and I tell them there was a 52-year-old Magnum PI on Heelys and I stopped them, they're going to make me do a drug test. Keep going, sir. Keep going. Never mind. Have a good day. Here's your free pass. Of course, I also hold the speed record in Heelys for my age group. My age group being 13 and above. But they're fun. But one of the real reasons I wear these, aside from, it's fun to get around on them, is something I think all you women can relate to. That's a 2-inch wheel. There's a 1-inch deck. Yes, it looks like I'm wearing 3-inch heels here. And you know what? It makes my calves, my thighs, and my butt look good. But it's all part of me being 52, going on 18 again, or 16, or, oh heck, they're Heelys. I'm 8. I'm going through 8 again. And part of that also is, I had to move in back with my mother recently. Like you've heard in the news, so many people have had houses foreclosed on. I'm one of them.